to the 4th episode of Tea Time, and this time I have Tyler, my son, with me. This episode is very special. We are here with the goddess of tea. She makes tea for basically most of the places we've been to, so I'm so excited to have you meet Maria Sparsis and her husband Randy of Tea and Chi here in Vero Beach, right on 14th Avenue. Tyler, you're gonna love it. I am so excited to be with the tea goddess. Maria, I found your path by going to many different places, and they all get their tea from you. And I walked in and I was just in awe. It's like a library of tea and beautiful pieces for those people that drink tea. It's just amazing. So I'd love to hear your story, how you started, and a little bit about your place.
We have been here for 18 years. It'll be 19 in August. My husband and I are both marine biologists, and we used to do aquaculture consulting, and one day we decided to buy a tea shop, and we've been here ever since.
Would you tell us a little bit about what you offer, so if someone comes here at Tea and Chi, what they will find?
So what we mostly do is sell loose leaf teas. We don't have anything in tea bags, although we have ways to get around the tea bag. We have black teas and green teas and what we call functional teas, which are teas that are blended for a specific reason. So if you're not sleeping, if you have a cold, if you are looking for something with antioxidants, something to relax, we have all of that as well.
So I also tried your cold brewer. You have so many tools that I was not even aware, and beautiful pottery, gifts. So absolutely amazing. And you said you mix some of your teas as well.
We blend most of the blends are ours. There's a handful that come from Hamburg, but everything else we blend in-house. Randy's doing the blending right now. I create the recipes. We have teas. Well, this is a good example. This is what we call English caramel. And it's a tea that we blend for our coffee drinkers, because we get a lot of people that come in and for one reason or another they need to move away from coffee. And this has enough of the qualities of coffee without being coffee. It's rich, it's smooth, it holds milk, it's a little on the sweet side. So this would be an example of something we blend. This is the most popular tea in the shop. It's called lemon ginger rooibos. It's a fully organic tea and completely caffeine free. We have a lot of caffeine intolerant people in town. So this is something that seems to work really well, and it's fragrant and fresh, an excellent digestive tea, so after dinner or a night cup. And then we have more traditional high-end. This is a white tea. It's called Silver Needles. It was initially only intended to be given to royalty, but now the rest of us can enjoy it. And it's just the very tip of every branch of tea, and it has to be hand picked. Wow. This particular one comes from ancient wild tea trees. So it's a special kind of tea, and there's greens and oolongs, and we have seasonal teas. This is called Starlight because it has these little star anise shapes in it. It's the base is a hibiscus flower, so it brews a ruby red color in the cup. It's beautiful to look at. It's spicy, it's fun, and it's just here for the season.
So it's not like usual teas where you get the tea bag. I'm learning a lot about loose leaf tea, and you have so many tools too. And
we do.
You are a trainer as well, a tea trainer.
You know, we found out really quickly when we took the store over that the idea of loose tea was intimidating for a lot of people because they'd never dealt with it. So we had to find ways to make it less intimidating. So that's a lot of what we did at the beginning, and we still do.
So I've only ever used tea bags before, and I'm seeing a lot of this stuff. You're talking about the loose leaf tea. This seems like, what are the benefits to loose leaf tea versus tea bags, and what are some of these items?
So quality, price, and lack of chemicals is the benefit of loose leaf tea. The majority of tea that goes into tea bags is the lowest possible grade of tea. That's not true across the board, but it's mostly true. With loose leaf tea, you're seeing what you're getting, so you know the quality. Tea bags typically are bleached paper, and that bleached paper and hot water are not a good combination. It leaches chemicals into your cup of tea. And I know it can be a bit of a leap of faith, but it doesn't have to be difficult. Everybody knows these things, the little tea balls, and they're my absolute least favorite way to make a cup of tea.
Don't do
Because
this.
it doesn't give the tea enough room to properly brew. It makes a little tight bundle of tea in there that doesn't get wet, it doesn't infuse correctly, they leak, they are difficult to get in and out of. They're just, so ideally you want something like an infuser that can either go into your teapot or in your cup. They're big, they're easy to get in and out of. But there's also unbleached paper tea bags if that's your preferred way. And then there's tea makers. This is I find that men seem to be fond of these because it's kind of gadgety.
That looks right up your alley.
Yep. There's something about men and gadgets, isn't there? And these are great both for iced and for hot tea. So you put your tea leaves in here, you put your hot water in here, you let it steep, and when it's finished steeping, you put it on top of your cup or on top of a tall glass full of ice, and it lets the tea come through and keeps the tea leaves in.
That's a first on Tea Time. I've never seen one of those. So I really thank you for your time. I know you're very busy since we've been filming. People have
pleasure.
been in and out.
It's always nice to meet you.
Be sure to stop by. It is truly an original, amazing shop. I guess we would call it a shop. I don't. And Maria and her husband Randy have a wealth of knowledge. So thank you so much again.
A pleasure.